Hello everybody, this will be the 424 strategy. It is a common market cipher strategy using the 4-hour and 24-minute. This strategy is made possible thank you to Jason Casper for letting me use this strategy and making a video for it. I will leave a link in the description to his trading course. It helped me become a very profitable trader, and I am very thankful for having that course and purchasing it. Probably one of the best purchases I've made in my life. Anyways, just going to starting off here, going to the 4-hour time frame. You want to be looking for a trigger wave first off, and a trigger wave is essentially a wave formed on market cipher that is above a large green dot. So this could be a good example of a trigger wave right here. Anything above this bullish trigger wave. So that is one of the first things you want to look out for. That is mainly the common misconceptions with this strategy. Another good thing to look out for is that you want to see a single island lump below the zero line. So anything like right here would be a good dot to enter. Anything like right here would be a good dot to enter. Just looking around, right here would be a good one. Right here would be a good one. So you want to see its own lump trigger wave. So that is a good example of when to enter on the 4-hour time frame. Your second kind of confirmation is that this strategy overall only works in trending markets. So a clear uptrend and a clear downtrend. You can do that just by going to the daily level, daily time frame, and just kind of looking and seeing where price is heading in a macro perspective. So I think it's pretty safe to say we're in a uptrend. And so this strategy will be useful because we're in a clear trend of price action. So once a green dot on the 4-hour is printing, I'll just use this example right here because it has a pretty good trigger wave and it's a good lump. And so I'm just going to draw a vertical line on that green dot. Next, we're going to go down to the 24-minute time frame and just kind of scroll and point out where that vertical line starts. And the next thing you really want to be looking for on the 24-minute time frame is either a money flow crossover to the positive, since we are looking for a long. If we're looking for a short, we're looking for a money flow into the negative or a red dot. But since we are longing, we are looking either for a green dot or a money flow crossover into the positive. And so this can be up to you. You can either wait until it's printing or it has printed. So right here, this has a green dot was the first thing that showed up instead of the money flow crossover. So this printed. And so we wouldn't have entered until the next candle. So this is the green dot. We would have entered on this candle right here and just put our stop loss below the last wick or whatever. And then here is an important part of why you should do TA. So you make sure you're not longing into resistance, but just typically you guys could have gotten a nice 5.5% move based off of this. That's why I really look for on the 4-hour that kind of lumpy trigger waves. It provides a pretty good pump overall, especially when you are entering on a 24-minute time frame. And so looking at those lumpy 4-hour time frame green dots, that is a more of a safe bet option, and that has a pretty high win rate. Now, if you're looking to get more trades in, you can look for a more riskier option. And with this, you want to go to the 4-hour time frame and you want to make sure the money flow is flipped to the positive and it's kind of increasing over time. And so it's showing you a good example of when to enter versus bad example. A good example when to enter on this money flow crossover on the 4-hour is kind of this dot right here. As you can see, the money flow is creeping its way up into the positive. Bad times really to enter on the 4-hour if you're looking for longs per se is really like right here. As you can see, the money flow is thick in the red and it's coming down. Maybe you would have won this trade, but really it's more risky and you don't really want to be losing money when it comes to that. Another good example to look for is right here, this green dot. You could see the money flow is coming up. It's in the positive and it's getting pretty thick, so it's usually a safe bet. Up here, you could have probably entered. However, I usually don't like to enter green dots when momentum is above the 30 line, really. But however, there is an exception, as the money flow was super thick into the positive, and so this would have been a good trade overall. Same as with right here and right here. Again, the only reason I would have entered these trades is because the money flow is very thick. It's above the 20 value level, the 20 line, whatever. But just for a safer option, you want to have a low momentum, usually below the 30 or so. Or the other exception is having a lumpy bullish trigger wave, like this one right here, this one right here, and this one right here. That would have been a more safer bet option to winning a trade. Next, I'll show you a way of setting up alerts so you guys don't have to be looking at the charts all the time, and you can have notifications for each of these conditions that pop up that will alert you in TradingView. So we're gonna go up to the alert button, and so this is like the alarm clock looking thing. Click on that, and we're gonna go to the top drop down condition, and we're gonna go to Market Cipher B. And here we're gonna go from the blue wave crossing up, so a small green dot. I like to do once per bar usually. So if a green dot shows up and it starts printing, I will be notified based off of this alert condition. And here you can modify it how you want. So green dot printing on 4-hour time frame. And so this is just the first condition to get into the trade. Next, you want to make sure you go to the 24-minute time frame and then set up a condition on Market Cipher B. And here again, you want to have the blue wave crossing up, small green dot. Make sure you guys don't hit the green dot, because this is showing you only the anchor wave. So this big green dot right here, that's just an FYI. Make sure you hit the small green dot. And again, I like to do once per bar. And then you guys can have 24-minute green dot printing. And so that is one of the options to enter. The other way too is if you go to the Market Cipher B and then you go to crossing up. Here you can go to Market Cipher B and then choose the money flow. It's MNY flow, whatever. And here you can do once per bar and then just edit the alert message. So 24-minute money flow crossover into positive, or however you want. I'm just gonna delete these for now because I have my own kind of alerts set up somewhere in here. I have 64 alerts at the moment, but that is a good way of having alerts set up. And so that is pretty much it for the 424 strategy. It's a very basic strategy and just some things we can go over. First, you want to look for a 4-hour green dot, and it has to be a trigger wave. And so with this, I prefer lumpy, bullish trigger waves. All this I'm assuming is that when we are longing. I could make a video, I guess, when we are shorting, whatever, but so the first thing you want to look for is a 4-hour green dot trigger wave, lumpy bullish trigger. Next, you want to go to the 24-minute time frame, and then look for a green dot after the 4-hour green dot. So it can be a green dot or a money flow crossover into the positive. And so really whatever comes first, that is when you want to enter. And then that is pretty much it for it. Again, thank you, Jason Casper, for letting me use your strategy as an example. I'll leave a link to his course in the description. I highly recommend you go and check it out. Plus, I'll leave a link to a free Discord in the description where I post all my trades and other crypto-related ideas and whatever I'm doing. And so, thanks for watching. Bye.